What's going on, you guys? Back to do part 2 of Fedor, my opinion on Fedor versus the UFC. But like I said in the last video, right before it cut me off, you know, I was talking about Fedor versus Cain Velasquez, and I went back to the Nogueira fight when Cain knocked him out cold. Nogueira is just the foolish one who thinks that his boxing is just so good now to where he can stand up with guys. He doesn't need his ground game anymore. You know, he doesn't need to, pull guard, or even try to make it seem like he got taken down when he just actually fell down. You know, this guy, his boxing is okay. It's fairly well, but he punches very, very slow. And Cain was a lot faster than he was, and he hit a little harder than Nogueira did, so he knocked his ass out. That being said, do I think Cain Velasquez is going to go on a tear knocking out some of the greatest strikers in the UFC or in the MMA? Not a goddamn chance. He was just able to beat, a very bruised and battered already Nogueira, even though I felt that he would have beat Nogueira anyways, no matter what. But it could have been a more of a competitive fight if Nogueira would have tried to get this fight to the ground and try to pull off a submission, because we have yet to see how Cain Velasquez does against a top jiu-jitsu guy yet. We know we know he has the best wrestling in MMA, but can he still be as dominant with that wrestling against a guy that's dangerous on the ground like Nogueira? We didn't see it because Nogueira chose to be a dumbass. So basically, I don't know, man. Going back to the Chicago fight, Cain Velasquez, his chin is okay, but it is questionable at times, because Chicago was able to hit him, with some big shots, and he went limp a couple of times, but really, he wasn't going against a guy who had a killer instinct, Chicago, he can fight, but he doesn't have that killer instinct, when, he doesn't know how to follow up and, take advantage of a guy when he has the guy wounded and he has him hurt. He doesn't really know how to go in for the kill, because he obviously had him hurt like 2 times and possibly could have knocked him out and finished the fight, but he just didn't know how to follow up with it. I don't think that's going to be, with a guy like Fedor. If Fedor has a guy hurt like that and he going limp, man, you could just forget about any chances of overcoming, anything. He's going to get you out of there as quickly as possible, man. You seen what he did to Tim Sylvia, even though Tim Sylvia sucks. But, if he has a guy hurt, man, you're going to get done, And like I say, if Cain takes, it's no doubt in my mind he can get Fedor to the ground. He can take Fedor to the ground fairly easy, but can he just beat the shit out of Fedor while he's down there? Yeah, I think that he can beat the shit out of Fedor if he takes Fedor to the ground. I actually picked Cain Velasquez to be Fedor's toughest test if he ever came to the UFC. But that being said, I think that eventually Fedor will pull off an armbar. He will be able to catch Cain Velasquez in some type of submission. He will catch him in a submission, or either when it starts out on the feet, Fedor would just leap in with that pinpoint accuracy that he has and shoot in like a sniper out of nowhere, like he did against Brent Rogers and Andrei Arlovski. Plain and simple, he would knock Cain out, or either he would submit him. And that's just the way I see it. And Cain is one of my favorite heavyweights in the game right now. I'm just telling what I think here, guys. Roy Nelson's not going to beat him. He would absolutely annihilate Brock. I don't give a damn. I thought what I seen was Shane Carwin was able to do to Brock, have him running like a, just running like a little kid all across the octagon, like, please don't hit me. You know what I'm saying? Just, nah, man. Fedor would absolutely attack his ass, you know what I'm saying? And if Fedor got taken down, his grappling is pretty good. I think that, Fedor will be able to get it back to the feet. And if not, I think that he probably just have to take a pounding to the next round. But there's no way Brock Lesnar is going to knock Fedor out on the ground. He's not going to TKO him. And he's not going to submit him like Verdun did. I don't give a fuck if he submitted Shane Carwin or not. It's all bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Brock Lesnar's good, but he ain't that damn good. You know what I'm saying? And he fights Fedor, he's getting knocked the fuck out. Plain and simple. It's kind of hard for me to see Fedor submitting Brock Lesnar because his goddamn arms are way too big. And I've never seen Fedor pull off an ankle lock or any type of leg locks, a leg submission in MMA. I've never seen Fedor do it. So I don't think he's going to start doing it now. And I definitely don't think he's going to choke Brock Lesnar out with that thick ass neck. And I don't think he's going to, submit him with an armbar or anything like that. So I just see Fedor just knocking Brock Lesnar out, plain and simple. And any other motherfucker decides they want to run up on this guy, Fedor is a step above every guy in the UFC. like I said, he can't beat them in every game, parts of the game, but just overall, fighting, Fedor is better than every fighter in the UFC right now. You know, like I say, I picked the toughest guy to give him a challenge. It's Cain Velasquez because of his wrestling. Another thing, I don't think Shane Carwin stands a chance against Fedor because he damn sure ain't knocking Fedor out because Fedor is going to be totally aware of his power. His cardio, he doesn't have cardio good enough to go up against a guy like Fedor. Shane Carwin, he got rocked by Gonzaga. He gets rocked by Brock Lesnar. His ass is grass. I mean, he gets rocked by Fedor. His ass is grass. Fedor will completely knock him out cold. There's no coming back and nothing. No. So there it is. This video may have cut off. I don't know if it has. I'll come back and repeat every fucking thing I just said. So hopefully you guys liked it. Leave your comments, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. If you disagree, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the videos. Until next time, yeah.